Let's see. Shad is asking about the task sequence variable SMS TS media type that have some values that are not entirely documented. And Chad is looking for the value for PXE boot. Do I know the value on the top of my head? I do not, but I'm pretty sure that I would combine the efforts of ConfigMgr here, can deploy something and we can take a look. Because this ConfigMgr environment has a normal PXE server on it. These days I mostly use iPXE since that's what I work with mostly, but this one should have a normal one, I hope. See you in a minute. Yeah, administration. Yeah, all right, let's go to a client and do a PXE boot. Gonna borrow one of these, go to a clean snapshot. Gonna move it to the network where my PXE server is, or at least where there's an IP helper for it. And to look at variables that shows up in the environment, I found the debugger extremely helpful for that. That's something we usually cover in our troubleshooting courses, but it's very easy to enable. Because if I go to a collection, for example, my all unknown computers collection, and go properties, go collection variables, I have enabled TS debug mode. So that one is set to true, that particular variable right here. Now, let me go and clean up a few previous deployments if I have them. Nope. Nope. All right, I'm good to go. So go to that client. I'm going to boot it. The Democrats are with us. It will fix a bit. I mean, what can possibly go wrong in a live demo? Apparently a lot of things. In the meantime, since I'm just removed my management point, I'm going to put it back on my server, see if it behaves a little bit better. Good. And the difference I have in my site here is that it is indeed running in enhanced HTTP. This particular one is at least. So we can take a look at the program files. Works. Should have an SMM. Let's see. MP setup. This one is about now. Now installing. This was the previous uninstall. That one is done. Seems to have finished as well. Well, it doesn't look entirely unhappy. Shall we give it a go, just for the fun of it? Let's give it a try. Help much. Oh, that is not a happy site server, for sure. Something is up. Ah, here we go. Oh, winning. When in doubt, reinstall the management point. Johan said it. All right. We can actually compare the log file now just for the fun of it. We should now see a different entry. The SMS PXE log. Oh yeah, this looks much better. Set the MAC address, was trying to deploy, found the management point, found deployments, a ton of them. These were all my deployments here, and I decided to use that particular one. That was the last one I deployed, and then it started the boot image. All right. So as soon as the WAV file comes down, I should be able to pick a sequence, and we should be able to see in the variables that Chad was asking about. And there was a follow-up comment from Chad as well regarding the documentation that pre-stage media is really OM media, and that is absolutely true. This particular here, when you generate your media, this one is the OEM scenario. We can discuss the naming of it, but it is indeed the OEM scenario. It has been like that since ConfigMgr 2007. I did write a blog post about that back in the dark ages. Yeah, 2011, still the same. But the idea is basically that you as an admin, you pre-stage the boot image and all the packages on the hard drive. And then you run the sequence, and every time the sequence is using a package, it will pick it up from the hard drive rather than from a distribution point. But now I have my client up here. I'm going to type in my super secret password. I'm going to try to type it correctly also. Not sure if you can see, but I have a little bit hard time typing with this finger right here, because 2 days ago I was brutally attacked by a can of red beans. We were making chili soup, and I cut my pretty bad on it, so I ended up with a few stitches. And now when I use that finger by accident to type, I type in 3 keys at the same time instead of just one. So get the stitches out in a few days though, so I'm excited about that. Now, pick one of my sequences, click next. I'm going to give it a computer name, PC75. And now since I enabled the debugger, it's going to open the debugger and show me all variables that currently exist. So let us scroll down. It was the media type. Yeah, so in this environment, the media type does show up as PXE when booting from a ConfigMgr PXE. Not sure if that answered the question, but that's what I'm seeing here at least. Only took me half an hour to figure that one out.